Hey, today we're going to make a simple yet amazing spinach artichoke dip. Good for any party. What makes it so amazing, obviously, is your basic artichoke, spinach, some garlic. I think the twist to this one is the different cheeses. I've got some Gruyere cheese. I probably got 6 ounces or about 0.4 pounds of Gruyere and Munster. I set a little bit aside, then I got Parmesan cheese. So your prep is quite minimal here. A pack of frozen spinach, make sure it's thawed out and drained. Take that out a little bit ahead of time in case it's frozen. If you gotta shred your cheese, do that. Mince your garlic and drain and julienne your artichokes. Julienne is just a thin vertical slice, 1 or 2 for each quartered artichoke piece. I've got the Gruyere and Munster in here. I'm gonna move on next by adding the sour cream. I try to get light sour cream, but that doesn't always happen. If you know me, I'm trying to get some light ingredients here and there where it won't hurt the recipe. But, you know, that's just me. Sometimes I don't really care. I mean, this isn't like I'm making my lunch for tomorrow. If it's high in calories and I'm making it, I'm probably only eating a little bit of it. And when we're talking about this dip, when I say a little bit, I mean half of it. And we're going to add about half that much of mayonnaise. And I've got the olive oil mayonnaise, of course, because of the aforementioned. Maybe a little bit more. The good thing about measuring when you're making food that isn't like cakes and cupcakes and all that stuff is that you don't have to be perfect with them. No one's gonna look at this dish of spinach dip and say, you know what, that would have been great with about 1 more ounce of mayonnaise. Probably not gonna happen. Of course, I'd probably say that, right? So we're gonna mix all of this together. Again, just your shredded cheeses, and we're gonna get our base content here to put everything else in and mix it. Make sure your mayonnaise and your sour cream are evenly distributed amongst the shredded cheese. Turning it over and keep finding some lonely shredded cheese in there. Again, this is, like I said simple. I mean, you're doing a little bit of prep, a little bit of draining. Set some of the cheese aside, mix it all together, and throw it in the oven. Parmesan cheese, about a 1/4 cup here. And we're gonna do a bit of 1/4 cup in a little bit. I think it's time now. Like once you get your cheese or your mayonnaise mixed in, your mayonnaise and sour cream mixed in with all of your shredded cheese, I think we're good to go. Get everything else in here and just mix and mix and mix until you can't mix anymore. And then the other kicker to this, your favorite kind of veggie dip. If you don't have a favorite kind, I mean, really, is any really better than the other? Throw that packet in there. And everything mixed together. We're gonna mix all this together. Then we're gonna put it in another dish and throw it in the oven. All right, nice and quick mix job. When you scoop from the bottom, make sure you don't get a scoop of all artichokes or all green or all white. Make sure everything's all together and you got a little bit in each scoop. That way you know everything's evenly distributed. Now, we'll take our spatula and we're going to make sure this bowl is clean and get all this goodness in here because every bite is good. For a dip like this, when it comes out of the oven, and again, it's gonna be 20 minutes at 350, nothing's cooking really here. We're warming things up and melting cheese, and then we're good to go. It's a pretty heavy dip, so you're gonna wanna use some pita chips. Your typical scoops. They'll work, but they'll break. You know how that goes, we've all seen it. We'll get everything virtually smooth here, that way it all melts fairly evenly. All right, and then here's that cheese we set aside. I know it looks the same, but it's not. There's Gruyere and Munster in there. So we're gonna get everything all over the top here. Get the edges. All right, and then top it with some parm. Another 1/4 cup on top. And if you don't want to measure, just if you cook enough, you know what your 1/4 cup dish looks like and your 1/2 cup cup looks like, what the size those are. Pretend you're filling it up when you're shaking it and get that much in there. Again, it doesn't always have to be perfect. All right, we're gonna get this in the oven again, 20 minutes at 350. We'll be good to go.